up the bowling alley just after the sandbar there. She kind of put her two hands on this log and started to bend over and shake her rear end there profusely. And I saw those Bigfoot cheeks clap. And I looked back, and Roger, he was doing some relaxed dance. And he said, now everybody in the club getting tipsy. I'm not sure what that meant. And, well, all I thought was, they really are real. They really do exist. So that's the confession, and Russell Accord can suck my...
Yeah, well, a lot of folks did call him Tubi, but that wasn't because he was sporting two pistols. That was because he had a dick that was so big, it was longer than the barrel on that Walker Colt that he carried.
I'm here to do one thing, is to bring one of these creatures back. I don't want to talk right now.
So don't get mad.
Just keep the camera off right now, okay? I said I don't want to talk. You got it? Joan, get me a Snapple.
Joan, get me a Snapple.
What one was that? That was on Shooting Bigfoot, right?
No, that was one of the other ones. One of the other Tom Biscardi. Oh no, yeah, you're right. That was Shooting Bigfoot, because that was that line fucking guy. What was his name? I can't even remember his name now. The guy who would not answer. It was just, yeah. That was the same guy that was dealing with Dickie Ryder down there behind the Home Depot, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. Morgan something or other. Or something or other Morgan. I can't remember. Wasn't important enough. But I saw old Dickie Ryder was raising his head again. He had an interview with Steve Coles, of all friggin' people. I mean, yeah, Dickie Ryder just wants to get back in the game any way he can, because selling cars in Holly Hill, Florida isn't working out so good for him. You know how it gets, man. Boy, this one, who the hell is Rod? That's not Rod Dupree, so. All right, well, why don't we just do this there, Rod, and you can sit the fucking time out, man. Yeah, you let us know if you want to come back after that one, but no, you know what? Screw that. You're out. Peace. Just peace. Fuck you. I don't need that kind of bullshit in my chat room. I just don't need it. So, yeah. Why do you want to see my face? It's horrible. Yeah, sorry about that. I didn't realize he had been in there that long, but he's gone now and blocked. So, yeah, we don't have to worry about that. So tonight we did Tahoe Joe. Tahoe Joe, that's right. I thought it was about California. I was wrong. I hit. When did I hit you up? Last week, like Thursday, I think it was. And it's like, you ready to open up the season 11 Bigfoot Entertainment Monthly? And you were like, yeah. And you instantly sprung on Tahoe Joe. And I'd seen some decent trailers for it. It was like, I wanted it to be good because they had a suit. I notice I didn't say a good suit. I just said that they had a suit, which is a lot better than a lot of these freaking Bigfoot movies had. Did you freeze?
Who, me?
Oh, yeah, I was talking to you.
Oh, what? I heard you talking about...
We're talking about Tahoe Joe, man.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
You said something about the trailer, and you were hoping it was good.
Yeah, I was hoping it was good, but they had a Bigfoot suit. I said that was one up on a lot of Bigfoot movies, because most of them have a Bigfoot suit. Well, I wanted your comment on the Bigfoot suit is what I wanted, but what I got was you blankly staring into the microphone. No, Rod Dupree, you did not do something wrong, buddy. That was somebody else that just said by the name of Rod, and we booted his ass. Don't worry, buddy. You got the blue wrenchy out there. I can't kick my blue wrenchy people. You're the only ones that keep it safe.
But we're keeping an eye on you, buddy.
That's right, pal. We know you're shady, but you're our shady, so that's all that really matters, right? Tim McCune, everybody say hello to Tim. Tim, unfortunately, is back in the hospital, but he's checking out the movie from us. I know what it's like to get all that fluid, buddy. You'll feel a lot better once you leave there, I promise. And they'll figure out how to stop that mess. You just keep the course, keep getting better. We're all fighting it together. He got some good news, but then he, you know, how it all goes with me. With us all. We're old. It's just going to be the next thing, buddy. So just get prepared for that. So I'm glad you were able to check in with us tonight. So yeah, Tahoe Joe starts out with a story. It's like these two dads. Somebody gave him 12 grand and said, make a movie. Because isn't it like Horror Dads is the production company or something? I mean, it's like,
yeah,
they're like,
it's a bunch
okay,
of dads.
I'll tell you what here, Bob, I got 12 grand to invest in your movie, but no costume. All right, we got no money for a Bigfoot costume, so you're going to have to foot that leg. Oh, man, I think I got a ghillie suit in the basement. We could probably do something with that and a mask.
And the kids had to have been just their kids. They didn't have a script. I don't know if you noticed that.
Yeah, no, they were winging it. They were absolutely winging it. Can you rattle your microphone around a little bit? Because you're really staticky. Hopefully,
What
put it
about
up a little.
now?
And it's still a little bit, but I'd rather you be here than not. So
I'm just on an iPad, so I don't know. I don't have a microphone plugged into it.
Okay, no, whatever it is, it's just a little staticky. It'll be fine. So we start out the movie with apparently a story about this creature called Tahoe Joe in the Reno, Tahoe area. And this footage, they show this footage of a carpet squatch walking around, you know, and it's like every other stupid found footage documentary starts out with these people in wherever their house is. But he gets a letter and some clippings and a thumb drive from this kid telling him that his dad disappeared and he should know who his dad was and that he was worried about him because he hasn't come back. It's like, well, man, why aren't you calling the cops? I mean, why? You know what I mean? Why aren't you calling the cops? Daddy didn't come home. You called the police. You don't send a thumb drive to this freaking guy. I'm not real sure why the popo wasn't involved in a missing dude in the forest in Tahoe, but yeah, the whole setup was just long, excruciatingly boring, and painful to watch. I wanted to stab myself in the eye several times with a sharp stick because I thought that would be a better time than having to watch this movie for like 2 minutes more. But I kept watching. I was like, it's got to get better. It's got to get better. Next thing I know, they got this kid in a truck that's supposedly the son of the missing dude with a damn tracheotomy hole that he's breathing through. And they're talking about taking this kid into the freaking woods to help him look for his father. And what the flying crap? I'm like, I'm not taking tracheotomy boy into the forest. Come on, this is just stupid. Well, don't worry, man. Look, we got to put Dougie in the movie, or his daddy ain't gonna do it. So, got to put Dougie in the movie. Yeah, we know Dougie's crippled. It's okay, doesn't matter. Diggy, yeah, no, we can't. We know he can't talk either. And then the asshole is they're riding in the truck and they're doing this interview with this kid. You know, this filming with this kid. He's like literally trying to run the friggin' cannonball as fast as he can from friggin' Los Angeles to New York because his car is just and the kid's voice is all shaky and shit. You can hear it wasn't the trach that did it. It was all the bumps and his shit from the guy trying to be Mario fucking Andretti wherever the freak they were going. And then like 20 minutes of this shit went on when you didn't care. You just didn't care. What the hell they were talking about, I don't know. They were talking about his dad being missing and where he went. And now they were gonna come meet some dude in the woods that they never met before, and he knows all about Tahoe Joe. Well, they get there with the kid, and the kid fucking freaks out. He's like, "Nah, man, I can't be here. Nah, I got to go." So they take him back to like somebody's house. I didn't quite figure out who the hell that was. You know, that where he stayed. And then it was like 10 minutes of the kid playing video games. It was like, what the fuck? Look, man, you got to put Dougie in the movie. He needs more time. Whatever y'all edit out, Dougie's got to be in the movie, man. I don't care. Dougie's got to be in the movie. We want y'all to cut this. Nope, Dougie's got to be in the movie. It's the way it is, or we ain't doing it.
It was. I've never had a movie annoy me.
Except
we've watched
some really shit storms. Yes, we have watched some absolute shit storms.
And I look at them as they're shitty, so that's why they're bad. But this one, I feel like they had no blueprint whatsoever. They were just coming up with an idea like, well, okay, we got cameras, let's film this. And
they're all filmed on Heroes. They're all freaking GoPros because they've all got fisheye in them. So everything that they're doing is a GoPro camera, except for one. They have like one DSLR camera, probably a Rebel. I can't remember exactly what it was, but it was all that weird fisheye look to everything. Even the regular shots in the truck and stuff, it all had that weird side bubble to it. It's like, all right, for 12 grand, we can't get no Blue Magic camera. So GoPros it is. Any objections? All right, let's have it. GoPros it is. Look, it's either GoPros or we can't film it. But Dougie's got to be in the movie. Remember that.
And don't worry about a script.
Oh no, it didn't even have an epic soundtrack. Like, this wasn't even that movie. Like, usually Bigfoot movies fall into like 3 categories. One, where they've taken like 5 scripts and just smeared them all together and made a Bigfoot movie out of it. 2, somebody had an epic soundtrack already and somebody wrote a movie to put it in. Or 3, it's just a shit show of known sightings, documentary style. But this isn't a class all by itself.
Yeah.
I just didn't care about. Usually I want to care about somebody. None of these. I rooted for the Bigfoot from the start. Like, straight up, man. When the Bigfoot ripped fucking old dude apart in the camp, because we finally got that footage. And like, I mean, no offense to dude, but if something's tearing up around my camp, I don't think I'm staying in the tent.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not staying in the tent.
It seemed like they were just thinking it up like
every
day
they were filming. All right, what's this scene gonna be? All right, dude's in camp. Here's noises around outside. The Bigfoot goes in and rips his shit apart. How's that sound? Sounds good. Sounds like the Garrett fiasco down there in Texas. You remember that? The ripped up camp?
Yeah.
Bullshit hoax. Fucking crazy. So we lose the tracheotomy kid. He's back in the city playing video games with somebody's kid. I don't even know who the hell that was.
That dude's dime too. That dude.
Right. And then they're back up in the hill to meet this guy, Shane Patterson, that sent them the footage that tells them, well, I know where Tahoe Joe is. Come up, meet me. I'll take you there. Now, poor Shane Corson, because every time they said Shane Patterson, I just went straight to Shane Corson, who's a legitimate Bigfooter. You know what I mean? He's a legitimate investigator. Because of the name more than anything else, not anything he's really associated with, but they just meet this dude in the woods to, like, ass out and go camping with him and look for a monster. And guy starts out with, "Oh, you got a gun? Oh no, I ain't going if you got a gun." That's all the more reason to take your gun.
Yeah.
I mean, they come up on him and he's in his truck. They're like, "You got everything you need?" He's on this shitty ass bottle of Sauvignon or whatever the fuck he was drinking. It was a wine bottle. Okay. Yeah. It was like 700 milliliters of wine. It wasn't even a big wine bottle. He's like, "No, I got everything I need right here." Like it's Mad Dog or some fucking shit. And, it just turns into a fiasco fucking shit show. I want them all to die. I literally hoped for one of them to fall over a canyon, get smashed by a rock, you know, fall on some twigs and friggin' be impaled. Something cool. But no, we got blathering for what, a good 30 minutes. These guys just walking through the woods, literally like 100 yards from a train trestle and a train track and the city. Like they didn't even go in the woods to film this thing. You could hear the city traffic in the background.
Yeah.
You saw the train come through, not in one scene, but 3 different scenes. You saw the train come through.
I forgot to bring that up.
Not once, but 3 separate times that train came through while they were filming on 2 different sides of the hill. It was like it was a different angle each time, but it was the same fucking train tracks, and the train went down. They're like, "Goddamn train!" I was just, oh my god! It was, if anything, this was literally like a lesson in how it will go if you try to make your own Bigfoot movie. I mean, if you just go out there and try and wing it, this is like a lesson. This is like the blueprint of what's gonna happen.
You can tell whose idea it was. It was the
supposed military instructor dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was his idea for sure, because he was the one going 110%.
Oh, dude, yeah. So they get up there and shit happens a little bit, and they're pretty sure that, you know, there's some creature up there. And then I kind of like tuned out a little bit. I did. I'll admit it. Like I was watching it, but I was, you know, rolling a J and, you know, wasn't really paying attention. So I look up, and next thing I know, dude's in camp drinking that same 700 milliliters of freaking wine out that bottle, and he got a gun. I don't even know where the gun came from.
Yeah.
Like I just totally, it wasn't either there. So dude was hiding a gun, and
he had it in the back.
Yeah, I don't.
They saw it when they were hiking in.
Yeah, I don't quite get what. Were they going to go hillbilly on us? Because, you know, a lot of these Bigfoot movies do when they ain't got a script. It's always, you know, weird hillbilly shit in the woods. I don't really know, but you know, next thing you know, dudes run off his wine bottle. He's still drinking that 700 milliliters of freaking wine. I don't get where is that the endless bottle of wine, or does he just have like 8 of them in his sack, and that's like the only thing he brought in his bag was like 8 bottles of wine? I don't know.
If that was just the same bottle, you don't get that drunk.
No, you get like 5 glasses of wine, little glasses of wine out of a 700.
Yeah.
Anyhow, I said, dude, I gotta go pee while they're setting up their camp. And next thing you know, what's he do? He stumbles across dude dead, like bloody and dead, right? Like his head was smashed pretty good. You could tell the guy was breathing. I mean, did you notice that when he was laying there, they had to cut short a couple of times because it was like, cut. You could see his chest moving and shit. He was supposed to.
Yeah, they were like, hold on. Kenny, get the hinds. Come on.
Hold your breath, man. Hold your breath. You got to hold your breath for 90 seconds. You can do that.
All right, squirt some of that ketchup. Here, we're going to put this on your face now, Kenny.
Oh, my good God in heaven. Hey, let's take a moment here and say hello to the yo people hanging out in the live hangout with us tonight. Of course, it's Rod Dupree. He's always in a place to be. That's right. Grasshopper Etal. Hello, Grasshopper. Shane Barber. Buddy, I'm going to have you on the show probably the beginning of February.
Shane.
Let me see here. See what your schedule looks like for the 8th of February, and we'll see if we can't squeeze you in that. No, not squeeze you in, but showcase you that again that night. Ken and Don the Viking. What up?
Kenneth.
He gives me 2 views instead of 1. I love it. David Lee. Hello, David. Yeah, it's a pretty good shit show. Aaron and Mary Duncan. Hello. Speaking of Aaron and Mary Duncans, yes, our plans have changed a little bit. The campsite we were trying to get a hold of is full. However, we have found a championship trout fishery to go in instead. However, I'm not telling anybody where it is. You can contact me if you want to go, and I will be glad to tell you how to get there. But it is a first come, first serve kind of thing. But it's only $16 a night. They have flushing and vault toilets. It's right on a champion trout creek. So there should be water and gold and all kind of good things. And it's like June 12th. We'll be heading in. So if you are in that area, more towards the Lassen National Volcanic Park, that's where we'll be. the 12th of June, going in for 4 nights.
And
So,
and there's a little old man named Rudy that will come around and rub your feet.
yeah. Rub your feet, maybe take an old corn cob and rub it up and down your back. He's pretty cool. Don't tip him though. Don't tip him because he won't leave if you tip him.
Yeah. I love Rudy.
He makes a great stew. Rod Dupree, of course, always in the place to be. Kevin K 208. What up, Kevin K?
208.
The Tim McCune's in the house. Glad they got that water off of you, man. That stuff is awful. They drained 9 liters off of me, so I know what 6 liters feels like. It's literally like a turkey baster, man. They just like, and there's a hose that comes out of it that drips into this damn glass jar, and he couldn't fucking change the bottles fast enough. That shit was spilling on the floor coming out of me. So that's yeah. The next thing needs to be chocolate flavored.
Gooshy.
Oh, I'm not sure that I want to know what that is. Lance Windsor from the Great White North. Hello. Glad you're out there.
Mr. Windsor. Hello, sir.
Hello, sir. Collier, I know, is out there lurking because he always is. Donald Fuller's in the house. Hello, Donald. Glad you are with us tonight.
We see you, Collier.
I know you're out there. You're lurking like you always do.
We see you.
He's working on some top secret programs. Top secret projects. And one of them involves us. And I'm hoping that he's going to make it out here for the fall trip this year. And we're going to go somewhere along the 299 up there by French Gulch is where we're going to go this year. I'm thinking Douglas City. You know where that area is down there.
Yep.
Up there by your uncle? Yeah, by your uncle's place.
My uncle, that's where his sighting was.
That's what I mean.
French Gulch.
Yeah, just through on the other side of French Gulch is Douglas City. And there's a great campground, BLM campground right there on the river down in there that is squatchy. I mean, we were there last year, year before last, and it was fantastic. So that's where the September trip will most be, somewhere along the Bigfoot corridor on 299. And Wes will tell you, but that's yeah, there's a little town here and there, but that town's in the middle of Squatchville. Mm-hmm. I mean, seriously, the people that live there are in the middle of Squatchville. They may have one just walk through their backyard. Hi, how you doing, Fred? And keep on going because they don't care. It's not populated like anywhere you would think of, but in a little township, there might be 10 houses on a hillside. Go down around the corner and there might be 2 down there, and you go up around another corner and there are a couple of farms. I mean, my point is it's not overly populated pretty much down that corridor because it can't be.
Yeah.
Most of it's federal land. Sorry. Most of it is forest land. Federals don't own anything. Anyhow, Kevin's the Viking. I think we got through all of that. Okay. So hello. I don't need that. Just go away. Oh, I don't even know how long that had been up there. I don't even know which one that was. Oh, that's hysterical. Northern California. Yes. That's fine. So back to this holy God shit show of a movie. The guide is dead after drinking a 700 milliliter bottle of wine like all day and all night. And then Esteban, shut up! I'll bust you in your skull. You didn't get a shot, Carlo, but I'll get one for your 15-year-old ass. Keep playing with me.
You named it Dog Esteban. I get stuck with
God damn it.
Dick.
Yeah, my wife put it on all of my robes. She took it down there to Mr. Washy.
That goddamn my name.
We had to call the dog after me. Fuck.
Shut up, you little dick.
We got to bring back Esteban McGrundle, man. We seriously need to do something because that's so much fun. All right, so back to Tahoe Joe for a couple of more moments, anyhow. So the guy with the gun is dead. Drunk himself to death, and the Bigfoot smashed him up. They couldn't find the gun. The gun was just gone. Like, that was the first thing the big military guy, I'm going to get the gun from him. He's like, what if he comes back? I'm going to take his gun. That's how people get shot in the woods, You try to take a gun from somebody. Whatever. They couldn't find the gun, so the gun was gone. Dude was dead. And they come back to camp and they find, what did they find at camp? What was that? Oh, it was a fucking hand. It was a bloody fucking hand stump in camp. But the dude laying down there had both hands. So I'm trying to figure out where that bloody stump hand came from.
Yeah.
It was just like new and fresh and boom, right there in camp. And they're like, all right, we're out of here. Dude, really? I'd have been out when I found the dead guy next to the wine bottle. Like, I wouldn't have gone back to camp. Fuck camp. There's no guns there. I'm going for a gun. At that point, I'm going for a gun. I know there's a gun in my truck. I'm going for a gun. I ain't going back.
He did, didn't he?
After they went back to camp and saw the bloody hand,
yeah.
And then they went running through the woods, and then they got separated. Yeah. And then dude like,
gets the gun.
Well, yeah. Well, one guy almost gets back to the truck, and then they cut to Mike, and he's there on his knees, like all prostrated in front of the, like he's gonna get friggin' barebacked by the damn Sasquatch, and it just stands over him. Yeah. It doesn't do anything to him. Then it turns its back and goes to run away because he hears Dylan, I think that was his name, coming with the gun. And
yeah, and then this is where it goes completely ape shit, and you don't know what the fuck's going on.
Yeah, it was.
Alarms start ringing.
They're running away. Mike goes running towards Dylan, and they finally see each other. And just as he's about to reach him with the gun, the Bigfoot comes up behind him. And so he ducks down, and he runs like 6 rounds into the chest of this ghillie Bigfoot. And like there's lights and sirens and all this weird shit going off. Yeah. Like somebody just robbed the fucking bank.
Walkie-talkies and
shit. It was just like, what the? And then they ran out of there, got in their truck, and like hauled ass.
Yeah.
And I was just like, well, okay, whatever the fuck that was. And literally, we got nothing more. Like they talked, he stopped, he wrapped up his arm. He's like, I gotta upload this to the cloud, man. Where's my laptop? You know, and he sticks something in the laptop and uploads something to the fucking cloud. I'm not exactly sure what.
Yeah, within seconds.
Right. And then it's just like,
he's like, I posted this everywhere.
We have no idea what happened to the kid with the tracheotomy. No. We have no idea what the sirens and the alarms and all that shit was in the fucking woods. We have no idea if that was a Bigfoot or a government experiment.
Yeah.
We have no idea of shit. And then the credits roll.
And then they're playing little snippets of interviews, but none of them address the alarms or
nothing. We have no idea what fucking went on. It's just like, look for us in the future. And they literally used cut footage from another movie that's going to be just as fucking bad as this one in the beginning of this one. Yeah. You know that's a real movie that they cut that from, right? It's just as bad as this one. Whatever it was, that's how they introduced us to the military guy. They were filming, and he kicked one guy in the face, and he spit out blood. Oh, that was from a different movie. Yeah, it was footage from a different movie that they're freaking making, and they cut it into this one.
Yeah, that's
right. Oh man, we need like 7 minutes, man. What the hell are we gonna do? Oh, I know what we can do.
Yeah, we'll talk about why we're filming this movie.
Right. We filmed that movie. Now we're filming this movie so we can make them interconnected in the same world. Oh, good Lord.
Yeah, it was just, I'm telling you, like, watching that movie will annoy you. I've never had a movie annoy me. Because of just everything that they did.
So what movies with a Bigfoot narrative would you suggest a person watch?
Dear God, no.
Dear God, no.
Find the uncensored version.
Absolutely.
And just know that
you're going to be cunt punting a nun.
Reverend is to blame.
Yep, you're going to cunt punt a nun in. Oh no, that was Night of the Demon.
No, that was Dear God, no.
I thought Dear God, no was the one where they went into the woods and they had that weird Bigfoot thing and they were trying to breed with it. Is Dear God, no?
No, that's Night of the Demon.
Night of the Demon is the one where they ripped the dick off the guy in the very beginning of it.
No, but the guys that were cutting punting.
Either way, watch both of them. Okay, Dear God, no, and Night of the Demon for sure.
Yeah, those both not really Bigfoot.
Well, I mean, it is, but they're the cult type of movies. They're they're the grindhouse kind of movies that that are at least enjoyable. Okay,
I would say
go,
the
Extinct.
The best one
Extinct's on the list. I mean,
exists, but
not Extinct. Yeah, exists. Duh.
Yeah, and then the movie Sasquatch from the 70s or whatever.
Sasquatch Neighborhood, the Sasquatch Gang, or is it the Sasquatch Apple Dumpling Gang?
Just Sasquatch, the one that with that cook, the goofy cook and
with Cookie and all those guys. Wasn't that the one that was like they used characters like Patterson and that what when was that?
They talked about
that's what I mean.
Would take a break and talked about the Patterson one. They talked about Ape Canyon. They talked about
of course Harry and the Hendersons.
Home Dude.
Harry and the Hendersons. I watch.
Oh, you know what? One I'll always recommend is on YouTube, and it's called Howls.
Howls? Sasquatch and the Bigfoot. Isn't that with the kid from fucking Tool Time?
I don't think it's.
Isn't that the one where the kid gets hurt and the Bigfoot picks him up and carries him around on his shoulders?
I think that's just like self-titled Bigfoot, right?
I think so. Then there was Schlock. Oh, Schlock is a classic. Schlock is actually I like it. It's a 60s Bigfoot movie, but it basically shows you what they were capable of making right at the time that the Patterson Gimlin film was made. So you want to watch Schlock so that you can get an idea of what the special effects were made for full fucking bodysuits, and you'd understand that what walked across that sandbar down there was not Schlock. But Schlock is the story, got a little kid in it. It's a fun tale. There's a bunch of them that are still halfway decent. I like Fishing Naked. Wes isn't a fan of Fishing Naked, but that's because it's got a hoodoo Bigfoot in it. But I like the Native American.
It's not even a Bigfoot. It's like Sonic the Hedgehog.
It's kind of a spirit. It's like a Bigfoot spirit. It's kind of like a sprite. I get it.
You can't look at that thing and call it a Bigfoot. It was like a wormy dragon critter.
Yeah, like I said, it was a Native American spirit type thing. Whatever the case may be, it was wasted on you. I get it. Dead Flies. It's boring. It's black and white. It's supposed to be art. It's not, but it's supposed to be. It's by the guys that made Clerks. Chasing Amy.
Big
those
Legend.
Movies. Huh?
Big Legend is a good one.
Big Legend's decent. Yeah. If it weren't for the mind speak woo-woo fucking bullshit, Letters from the Big Man's a decent watch.
Yeah, if they would take that part out.
I mean, if you just ignore that part of it, it's still a decent watch. The suit's good, the scenery is amazing, the story's whatever. But I like the feeling of it, But yeah, the whole mind speaking English thing. Look, it's fine if you think Bigfoot can mind speak, but I doubt very seriously he's doing it to you in English. You're just going to get in your fucking brain, according to Scott Nelson or whatever the fuck that guy's name is. I saw he reared his ugly head on a documentary again lately. I was just like, look, man, I just need somebody to confer with you. Like, I need them to just say, yeah, he's on to something here. Anybody that's in that line of, language, just one, well, two. How about we get two people that agree with you? Kind of like Melba Ketchum. She can't get any two scientists to agree that any of her fucking research or science was actual science.
Didn't she have a barnyard experience?
She said she felt she was shocked to the ground and woke up sore down there. Whatever the fuck that means.
That was who was a part of that project? Eckstein or whatever his name was. Ecclestein or whatever the fuck. There was some other guy that was a part of that project.
I can't remember. If you want to watch some fantasy Bigfoot stuff, the History Channel put out something called Bigfoot Captured.
Good luck finding it.
Yeah, it's tough. It's out there though. Like if you have History Plus or the streaming version of History, you can find a whole bunch of shit that's not on cable. But that one's not bad. I have a copy of that somewhere.
Oh, you know what's not bad? I mean, it's in the hominid genre, but they also, I don't know if it was History Channel or if it was Discovery Channel, but they did one on the Homo floresiensis, the Hobbit.
The Hobbit people.
They did a good one with that.
Yeah, they did a mermaid
little
one. They did
Cannibal Island or whatever it's called.
The
Cannibal
Megalodon
something.
one. They did the Bigfoot one. Like what if scenarios. Oh, Grasshopper says Erickson Project was what you were
Erickson. Yeah.
Yeah, that was the guy that got duped in Kentucky by the Chewbacca masks with Matilda.
I think he had
and the breathing and the breathing squatch. You know, the breathing blanket.
Yeah.
I mean, it was just so horribly bad. And, you know, we never saw any of that either.
I think he was the one that snuck up on old Ketchum. Tased
her and took her in the barnyard.
And he was wearing his Wookiee mask.
Well, for a while, she was charging like $2,500 to come out to her ranch and interact with habituated Bigfoots. Yeah. No joke. I mean, it was like a thing. Like people would go, well, yeah, you can't bring any cameras or recording devices. This is a personal experience only. And I wasn't paying $2,500, but I certainly should have started a GoFundMe and let everybody else chip in $10, and I'll roll out there and see what the hell. I'll go in there like espionage style, man. Spy glasses, spy radio pen. You know, maybe in I don't know. Plant the camera in my butt. That way, if Bigfoot comes and does it to me, you'll have proof. Oh, the Erickson Project absolutely did do Bindernagel dirty, man. They took that old man who couldn't see, drug him out there on that fucking property, and then from 100 yards away made Matilda come out and dance for him. Hello, Dr. Bindernagel. I'm out here in the trail so you can see me. Hi, hi, hi. They're like, hey, you see that little speck of thing down there? That's Matilda. She's saying hi to you. And that man died thinking that was real. That's sad. That's just some sad shit. Well, do we want to ruin the end of the movie? Oh, wait, there isn't an end to the movie. That's right. It's just
yeah. You don't know idea. If the Bigfoot's dead or nothing. It kind of just.
I'm not even registering this shit show on the anybody should ever watch it ever. Zero. Flat out zero foots. Get 0 fucking foots from me on this one, man.
It'll give you a headache.
I wanted to turn it off, but I suffered through it for y'all. So just so we'd have good comedic friggin' content for the show tonight.
I've now watched it twice.
You poor bastard.
Well, because that's how I find these movies. As soon as I find them, I watch them, and then I'll tell you about it.
Well, we're
that's why he was saying, "Oh man, this one was bad," and I was all, "Just wait, all the other ones
all get worse from here."
I've been avoiding.
Hey, just remember, we watch this horrible shit so y'all don't have to. Well, I think that's going to wrap us up for this edition of Squatchers Lounge Podcast, Bigfoot Entertainment Monthly. Join us next Wednesday. We will have a brand new, and I do mean brand new, Bigfoot Campfire Stories Live. Ooh. That's right. The old Reverend is back in the creative juices. Ooh, yeah. So we have a lot planned for this year. So the Bigfoot Campfire Stories Live will definitely be going, getting up in here. Twitch, if you have a Twitch account out there, Jeffrey the Seer on Twitch TV is my channel. I'm already made affiliate. I've already started to make some noise over there. We're reading tarot cards and rolling some numerology dice and reading some astrology and playing with friggin' crystal magic and all kind of crazy pagan shit. So if you're interested in anything pagan, stop by. You never know. You're going to learn something. You might ask the cards. They might have an answer for you. So twitch.tv. And
call me now for the free tarot reading.
Exactly. Call me now. Can I really see the future? I don't know, but we can find out. That'll start up about 9:30 or so tonight. So with that, have a wonderful, wonderful night, a great weekend, and we'll see you next week right here with new Bigfoot Campfire Stories at Squatchy Comics. That's right, on Instagram, because you know he's got all kind of stuff. And Jeffrey the Seer is going to have a bunch of stuff that's, oh, I'll even show this to y'all just in case anybody's interested. This is the kind of stuff we get into. Literally hydromancing, pyromancing, auto drawing. You never know what it's all about. It's just crazy shit. I have no idea what any of this crap means, but literally staring at a flame and auto drawing pictures of the pyramids and that kind of stuff. Oh, what is this? What is that you got there, young man?
This is one of the covers I did for a comic that came out a while ago. But yeah, it's glossy, but I did some remarks on it.
That is super badass.
So
what was that? Light and dark, good and
I
evil.
just figured,
Yeti versus Bigfoot.
Yeti.
Yeah, that's fucking badass. So
it's a cool Sasquatch themed comic.
I love it.
But yeah, I did the cover for this issue.
Nice. That Bigfoot with his big old teeth. All right, everybody. We will see you till then. And with that, may the Squatch be with you.
In your bubble.